What up, words? Your boy Chuck Wick, ill, aka Charles Brown, back again with another Talking Facts. But first, I want to ask you, are you good? If you're good, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you can get notified on all of the upcoming episodes. All right, man. Oh boy, the teacher. KRS-One. Right? Chris Parker has been announced that there will be the new VERZUZ, and this one is a doozy. If you a real true hip hop head like me, if you're an old school guy like me, and if you grew up in the era that I grew up in, KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane is a big, serious deal. It's a big deal, and I think people don't realize how big this is going to be. It's going to do numbers because a lot of people overseas going to tune in for a battle like this. A lot of older cats and a lot of younger cats that just don't know who they are going to check it out, right? KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane is a dream battle. Now, technically, there's not a battle. We're supposed to be celebrating the culture. It's not a battle per se. This is an exhibition of music. Now, I don't know if KRS gonna take it to a battle or if Kane gonna take it to a battle, but this ain't no joke. Now, a lot of people, some people are like, Kane don't got enough music to battle KRS-One. That's not true. Now, the thing is, right, KRS-One has way more records because he never stopped working. Kane stopped working when he realized he didn't have to. After Kane hit a certain brick wall where it was like, I can't compete with these young boys no more. I don't need to. I can tour off the music I already got. Kane doesn't need to write another verse in the rest of his life. Him, Rakim, LL Cool J, they don't need to make another song for their careers to be cemented, right? Now, if anybody out of those people I named could make a comeback record, it's LL Cool J. He's done it before when he was completely counted out and everybody's like, he washed. He's come with a song that has, you know what I'm saying? So LL probably could be out of those people that makes a new splash in a new era. But outside of LL, they don't need to, right? KRS-One, as of like, I want to say last year, dropped a new album. And he might have dropped one. He might even have one now, like that he just came out with. So he's always making new music. He's always making new music. Now, the reason that this is a very good battle is not for none of that new stuff KRS is doing. It has nothing to do with that. And he would do well to not try to play none of that new stuff. Because if he plays the new stuff, not many people know it and he's going to lose. What he's going to do is try to hit you with the classics, as he should. Now, let's talk about the classics. KRS-One has Criminal Minded, right? He has By All Means Necessary. He has Edutainment. He has quite a few albums. KRS had, by the time he was on his 6th, 7th album, he still had banging. Still had big banging albums, and he had a big fan base. KRS didn't really start to decline, right, until, I won't say Lil Wayne and them came. When young Lil Wayne was out, Hot Boys and all that, that's when you started to see, when the South started to take over, that's when KRS started to kind of fall out of the limelight. And I would say the only reason he fell out of the limelight, because KRS is so hip-hop, he refused to adjust to the times. Like, you see when Jay-Z, he makes the trends and cultures. And he adjusts to the times. And he'll work with newer artists as well. KRS doesn't really do that. KRS does his thing, his backpack thing, and he's so true to the backpack thing, you won't catch him rapping on something else. You won't catch him. He doesn't need to quote unquote, and I'm not even gonna use the word sellout, because that would imply the person is only doing something to try to make money. I don't think a rapper staying current like Fabulous or the Locks, Styles P, you know what I'm saying, when they do Nas, when they do current material, they're not selling out. It's more than one way to look at it. I don't think that just because Nas will do a record with 504 or somebody like that, he's selling out. It doesn't mean, it means that he's working with newer artists and he's staying current. And he's nice enough with his skills to rap to any type of beat. KRS-One doesn't do that. Not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent, right? KRS-One ain't that much older. KRS-One ain't that much older than Jay-Z and Nas. He not that much older than them. You know what I'm saying? He not 10 years older than than Jay-Z. He not. I'm gonna go on a limb and say KRS, he can't be no older than 54, 53. KRS is probably 53, 54 at best. And I think Jay probably 51. Now, I could be wrong, I don't know what KRS age is, but I would assume he ain't 60, right? So he ain't that much older than Jay-Z. But yeah, Jay-Z right now just did the joint with Khaled and Nas, shut down the internet. You can say what you want, whether you liked it or not. Sorry Not Sorry was trending like #1. It's just a fact. So it's not that you're selling out, it's that you know how to stay current, and you've done things to stay current. Jay-Z's married one of the most popular female R&B artists in the entire world. And he does records with her consistently. So that's one way you're gonna stay current. Right? He's grown with the culture, and he's implanted himself in the culture. He's always making headlines. He's always doing something big, so he stays relevant. KRS, on the other hand, you could go 3 years and not know where KRS-One is at. And not to mention, KRS-One don't fly, so everywhere he goes, he's driving. So that's limiting, that's slowing down your progress of being in the mix of things when you got to take a ship. He's taking a ship to France to perform overseas. You're losing months of time. He's taking a boat overseas. You're losing months of 3, 4, 5, 6 months that another rapper is already bouncing across all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different type of time. So KRS does things differently, which is whatever, right? So he keeps this backpack vibe at all times. He never ever strays away. You're never going to hear him doing trap music. He's going to take different. He's going to do experimental things within the same vein of backpack, of pure hip hop, right? He's never going to venture out of that bubble, and that's say what you will, that is a niche bubble now. At one point, backpack rap was just rap. At one point, that's what rap sounded like. Boom bap was what rap was. When J. Rule was out, when Edo was out, like that's just what it was. That was the sound. All the young people in the game right now, if they was in that era, would be doing boom bap. But as rap moved forward, the West Coast came, the South came, Midwest came, Canada came, people all over the world started rapping, the sound changed. Right? You started to get crunk music, you started to get all these different forms of house, and all these different sounds came in. And rap wasn't the exact same no more. Right? Now you got drill and trap and all. Rap changed it like it's supposed to. Rap would be dead if it stayed the same. It'd be dead 15 years ago. But rap stays ahead of itself. It's going to change and evolve into something else, whether you like it or not. Right? So that's where we are with KRS. Kane don't even need to do nothing else. Kane's still doing shows off of Long Live the Kane and Smooth Operator. I Get Raw, all that stuff. He's still doing those. Ain't no half stepping. He's still doing the classics. Kane don't need to drop nothing. I saw Kane on Drink Champs. He's like, I don't need to drop nothing. Some of these guys still from the 80s, still making new music. My man Craig G still putting out albums every 2-3 years, right? But Kane doesn't need to. He doesn't. Like Kane, Bismarck, rest in peace to Bismarck. They don't feel the need to do new stuff. But KRS does. But what I was trying to say is, even though these guys are legendary, they have two different approaches to rap. So KRS takes this thing a certain way where it's so pure, he only stays in that lane. Kane doesn't even try to do that stuff no more. So people may say, oh, KRS-One got him because he got more records. But Kane records are so classic, they're so big. Right? And just because KRS got 1,000 records don't mean they better than any of Kane's records. It's just a fact. And I'm a bigger KRS-One fan than a Kane fan. But this ain't no wash by no stretch. This is going to come down to performance and the power of the songs they choose. Right? Now, when you say performance, you're going to be like, oh, KRS-One got that. Slow down, playboy. Yes, KRS-One can perform. I've seen them both perform. And this is the thing with Kane. Kane show be moving. KRS-One gonna take that towel, he gonna swing it around, and he gonna rap and be loud and freestyle, and he gonna do his thing. BDP, he gonna do it, right? But then Kane come out with the dancing and the doing the split and jumping over their head and taking the shirt off. It's different. They two different styles. And Kane is one of the rawest. Kane lyrics match up right now to anybody. Anybody. I'm amazed. I'm listening to the song. I'm like, Kane wrote this song in 1988. Kane ain't no half-stepping, smooth operator. These songs, to this day, bang hard. We still haven't reached this level of lyricism. I'm like a VERZUZ slicing right into your body. Yo, this guy is ridiculous. And KRS-One is untouchable with his lyrics, right? These two guys, we've been trying to get these two guys to straight up battle since the freaking 80s, bro. This 35 years in the making. This ain't gonna be no cakewalk for nobody. These two guys are seasoned professionals, and I expect some surprises. One surprise that I do that would surprise a lot of people, right? I haven't seen Diddy come out on any of these battles, but KRS-One, Diddy's on KRS-One's remix, Step Into a World, which a lot of us pure backpackers hated that he let Diddy get on that remix, because that was KRS' biggest song. So Diddy jumped on it and put it on the radio and made it even bigger. But it made a lot of us look at KRS sideways. We like, you let the shiny suit man on your record, but somehow he put him on there. Now, wouldn't it be crazy if Diddy comes out? Wouldn't that blow your mind? Wouldn't it be crazy if DJ Premier comes out? Wouldn't it be crazy? This would be super crazy. KRS-One got a song with Kanye, Rakim, and Nas. It's called Timeless. Just imagine, just imagine for you, just allow yourself to fantasize that he throws that beat, because Premier, I believe, did the beat. So Premier's up there DJing, throws that beat on, and freaking Rakim, Nas, and Kanye come and do their verses for that song. Party's over. Cut the lights out. After that song, cut the lights out, if that was to happen, right? But slow down, Kane got some big records too. If I'm not mistaken, I could be bugged. I think Kane got a record with Madonna. Now imagine Kane comes out and does a record with Madonna, right? That would put it to a whole nother level of showmanship. Kane could bring out the whole Juice crew. Roxanne Shante, Master Ace, freaking Biz Markie is gone. They could do a tribute to Biz. Marley Marl could be there. You know what I'm saying? Cool G Rap. This could get insane, bro. Craig G. You gotta do the symphony. It's almost 100% the whole Juice crew coming out. KRS-One gotta be ready for that. KRS-One He got Redman on the song. I think he got a joint. He might be on a joint with who? He work with almost everybody at this point. He got joints with Snoop Dogg. Snoop could come out. This could be anything. Like, this could go anywhere. Like, this might be one of them joints that you missed and you're mad you missed it. I have not been watching a lot of these verses. I have been watching them after the fact. Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of them are rapping over the vocals and stuff like that. I don't want to see that, right? So it is what it is. But I still do catch some of it here and there. I'm not watching 3 hours of this stuff, but I am watching, right? This one I would watch. Guaranteed from beginning to end, because this could be anything. MC Shan might come out with Kane. And Shan hate everybody. If you watching, if you're looking at MC Shan on his Instagram, this dude is the angriest man. This is the angriest old man in the history of life. Just angry, mad, typing in all caps, no periods, just going run on sentences. He mad at everything and everybody. But it's the funniest thing ever, bro. MC Shan, bro. If he come out, that would be hilarious. It wouldn't even get past him and KRS-One, because that would be, they would have to settle that little battle. This could be one of the greatest verses we've ever seen. If you know what you're looking at. If it's just a bunch of old heads to you, then this means nothing. You don't really care about your opinion if you don't know what this is. But for those that know, it's so many songs. Some people might say Kane don't got 20 songs. Kane have 30 songs. Kane have at least 30 joints he can do. That's with features and everything. Kane got tracks, bro. Big hip hop tracks. Big hip hop records, just as KRS does. So, in my opinion, we're looking at what could possibly be like a stalemate, because they both could perform. They both got big records. They both got classic, timeless songs. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Anything goes, and I think I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. You let me know what you think in the comments. Who got this, KRS-One or Big Daddy Kane? In your opinion, who gonna emerge victorious? Let me know in the comments. Chuck Wick Ills, man. Follow your boy on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm about to do a Twitch page too, and I did not forget about the Clash podcast that's coming out. I'm putting that together. That's gonna be crazy. But CLBMG.com, go over there and see what we got going on. I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side, sundown. Peace.